Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On business confidence, there is no clearer pointer than the Bank of England's recent survey on employers' response to the budget. 59% expect lower profit margins. 54% expect to raise prices. 54% expect lower employment. 38% expect to pay lower wages than they otherwise would have done. And now City AM report that Labour have carelessly lost all their business backers. So is the Secretary of State going to show any contrition, admit that business confidence is through the floor and start standing up for business rather than the Treasury?
Well, what can I say? Was it the Conservative Party who increased corporation tax from 19% to 25% in one budget? Was it the Conservative Party who crashed business investment and business confidence with the way they mishandled Brexit, failing to prepare for either outcomes of a yes-no referendum? And who on the front bench played a role in the mini-budget? I think, frankly, it was all of them. So, with respect to the honourable member, I will not take advice from him. I will say again, since the budget, I've heard repeatedly from Conservative colleagues they want to lower taxes and increase spending, even though they couldn't account for the promises they did make when they were in government. It's not credible unless you engage with the reality, and that is what this government is doing, whether it's the response to the Chancellor's speech in Mansion House or finally sorting out Marks and Spencer's this week. We are a government getting on with the job and looking to the future.
Craig Smith.
Mr. Speaker, sorry seems to be the hardest word. Further proving I'm talking about their budget. Further proving how low business confidence is getting under this government. In evidence provided to the Employment Rights Bill Committee, Jane Grattan of the British Chamber of Commerce predicted a reduced hiring appetite were this legislation to come in, and that means their members would be less likely to recruit new employees due to the risks and difficulty, particularly under day one rights. If business confidence is low, employment goes down. We already know that every Labour government leaves unemployment higher than when they started office. But isn't it a bit extreme for this Labour government to actually legislate for that outcome?
Mr. Speaker, that statistic is not actually true if you Google it, but I appreciate it's demanding being in opposition and you don't always have the capacity and resources that you need. But I would simply say again, as we had in the excellent second reading of this legislation, the vast majority of employees in the UK already operate to a higher standard than the floor is being raised with this Employment Rights Bill. I do, and I don't in any way pull back from the fact that some of the most vulnerable, insecure and low-paid members of our society will benefit from this bill. This is exactly what it is about. And these are people, Mr. Speaker, who've maybe given up on politics, don't think the political system, the mainstream political system, can deliver for them. And the claim that somehow certain industries require a supply of labour that doesn't give people a kind of security and dignity they need alongside those jobs, I reject that case entirely. This is a set of proportionate, reasonable reforms that will make a difference. Thank you.